James Corden has apologized yet again for being just the worst, I guess. Just being rude to, waiters and waitresses and restaurant staff. And I don't even know how to keep up with this anymore on who he's apologizing to, who he's not apologizing to. Does he feel bad? Does he not feel bad?
He's apologizing for taking back an apology that he originally...
Just shut up already, James Corden, because you apologized apparently, then you took back your apology, and now you're apologizing again for taking back your apology. Just be a normal fucking human being. It doesn't seem that hard, but he's losing his mind about it clearly because he's going back and forth.
Yeah, so the top of the show Monday night, he's like, I gotta talk about this. It seems in his mind that what he did not feel like he needed to apologize because he didn't scream and shout and throw a fit.
And
what he claims, he claims he made, a snide comment, a rude comment that he felt like wasn't that big of a deal, really. But now he's looking back, it was rude, and I do need to apologize. And your little hair, that was
thank you.
Yes, I got it. And he wanted to share this. So the original story from the Balthazar owner was there was drama with an egg with an omelet. It was she wanted egg white omelet. It wasn't the whole thing. James now claims that the dish was actually served the wrong way multiple times because she has a deathly food allergy. So it's that's a new tidbit. Oh, now she has a food allergy. That's why he made a comment. And then he said in the heat of the moment, he made a rude, sarcastic comment about just cooking it himself, which is what the original story had stated as well. He said, "It's a comment I deeply regret. I understand the difficulties of being a server. I worked shifts at a restaurant for years." And that he then called Keith McNally, the owner. He said, "We had a good talk. He appreciated the call. I was happy that we got to clear the air, and I felt like we dealt with it privately. But by this point, the story was out there and people were upset." And then that's, also where he was saying, I felt like because I didn't make a massive scene, it wasn't something that I really needed to explain. But now I do realize I have to apologize for it. And he apologized to the staff. He's like, "I've got so much respect. I love that place. I hope I'm able to go back." And then he claimed that the other story, with the hair, was from 2014, which doesn't match up with what the owner had said either. But it's actually
2014 is a long time ago.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy that that this was continuing to be talked about. And that he if he I think it was New York Times, he did an interview, or it was a newspaper. If in that interview, or LA Times, something, if in that interview, instead of being if he actually just doubled down on needing to apologize, or I apologize, he wouldn't have had to do this at the beginning of his show. But because in the interview he was like, "This is all silly, I blah blah blah," everyone was like, "Oh wow, he really doesn't realize what he did was wrong." And then it came back to bite him in the ass again. And then all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, he actually has to make a full-blown statement on his late night show."
I still think he probably doesn't care. I feel like he's going on there being like, "Oh, I got to do this just because everyone's mad at me." And then he does it and he acts like he's sorry. But really, James Corden is not a nice guy.
I think you're probably right about that.
Period. We don't know him, but I'm catching a little Ellen vibe from James Corden. "Oh, I have a late night show and everyone likes me and thinks I'm so fun and cuddly." Well, we don't really think that anymore, James Corden. We think you're a monster.
It did seem like he had to force his way. When I was watching the clip, I was like, God, he probably hates that he has to do this.
Yeah,
right now.
he right before he's getting on stage, he's like, these fucking cunts. Yeah, because that's how they speak. Sorry. I know you don't like that word. That's why I said it.
Smiling through the pain of having to apologize.
That
he's not listening.
James Corden is going back there calling everyone cunts before he gets on stage.
He's a person that I could easily see saying that word second nature.
He's British.
He's British.
But
cunts in Britain is like saying, "Hey."
Well, it's not like saying "hey," but they say it.
Well,
it's a term of endearment.
It's
it's the same thing with.
I don't know.
No, it is.
I lived there for a while. I don't recall a lot of people saying "cunt" to us.
It's definitely not a term of endearment.
I think people do.
But I think. Are you thinking about
when
how
you joke around? How
asshole, they call
I don't know.
cigarettes a fag?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, keep going.
I'm just saying. Like,
yes.
There are things that are said over there, commonly. Even that I didn't really hear.
No, they say they definitely do use it much more than
they do.
It's not as bad. But maybe I'm wrong.
British slang. What's another one?
I'm pretty sure.
Bullocks.
Yeah, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they use cunt like to your friend, like oh you cunt. Like I think it's like I think they just throw it out there.
Okay, I don't know about that.
If you know. Let us know, because I am pretty sure that's the case. And listen, I've never been there. You know, I'm dying to get to London. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they throw out cunt.
But I feel like if that was true, then wouldn't they be saying it on Love Island all the time?
Maybe they're told that one doesn't fly on Love Island. Let me look this up. Is a term?
I feel like it's
endearment.
Like I know that like they use it in the context I see it. Like they just use it. I feel like they use it in soccer matches, like fans yell it at players that they hate.
Not only do the British use that word in a sexual or simply offensive context, but they use it as a term of endearment. Because, like, you know when you're joking around with your friend, you call, oh, you bitch. Like, it's not like I'm calling you a bitch for endearment, but, like, I'm not actually calling you a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
no,
for
I
them,
know what you're
when
saying.
They say to a friend, oh, you cunt, like, the friend's not going to be like, I hate, like, they're going to laugh it off and go, yeah, I'm such a cunt. So I think that James Corden he's
probably throwing it. That's a word that I'm sure is in his vocabulary.
Of course it is.
So
and he you know what he's calling that wait staff.
Yeah, he's not going back to Balthazar. If I had to take a guess,
Wait,
in his speech he's like, I hope I can go back. It's such a great restaurant. I love the place and the wait staff and the manager and everybody. And
when's the show ending? Because it's ending soon, right? Late show.
I don't know. Is it ending?
Yeah, because I remember there's a big announcement like he's moving back to Britain. It's like, yeah, get the hell out of our country.
I don't know.
Just kidding.
Oh,
no, he is. It is.
He
it
is leaving.
Apparently, cunt is really big in Australia.
Oh, I could see that.
God, they're so
your
much
best
cooler
Australian
than
accent.
us.
I feel like you have just been on a roll. You like enjoy the sound of it coming out of your mouth because you've said it 12 times.
It
and
just
like
feels
the last
so freeing when you're
3
talking about it, right? Like I don't use it in my everyday vocabulary, but I feel free right now. You know what I mean?
When you say anything that's not that's not true. I was gonna say when you say anything that's not directed at someone, there are definitely words that you just can't say.
Yeah, at all. But that one is not one of them. That one you can say.
That's why I say I stub my toe.
Right. You know? But it's just not one that comes out of my mouth. So it's like right now I feel free.
It makes my toe hurt less. I don't know.
Makes me uncomfortable.
Like if I just said ouch, like that wouldn't really.
Ouchie!
Yeah. He's leaving summer 2023.
From
Late Show.
Wait, when?
Ouchie!
I'm gonna do that the next time I stub my toe and see how it feels. Yeah. Ouchie.
He will depart ahead of summer 2023.
Good.
See ya, you fool.
I used to like when I was in high school, I loved talk shows and stuff, and I used to watch James Corden show all the time, and like I loved
Carpool Karaoke.
Yeah, I used to watch a lot of the YouTube clips.
I love Carpool Karaoke
from any late show.
I look back and I'm like,
I still watch all the ones he does with Harry Styles.
Have you ever seen
the Paul McCartney one's like one of the best videos ever.
Have you ever seen the Jimmy Fallon, Bradley Cooper, Elephant Man YouTube clip, which is one of the funniest that they had to cut from the show, where Jimmy Fallon and Bradley Cooper for 20 minutes can't get through the segment because they can't stop laughing, and it's like they're just like really high or something.
No, but Jimmy Fallon
and the two of them cannot. It's a very funny clip. I highly suggest people watch it.
The thing is, Jimmy Fallon just laughs at everything now, so it's like.
But Bradley Cooper and Jimmy Fallon in that clip.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. That's funny.
So he'll be done. He'll be done next year.
Who do you think's taking his spot?
Who knows?
Could be anybody.
Who knows? I feel like they kind of struggle with.
I mean, he had definitely he's one of the more successful late shows.
No, definitely. I feel like it's hard to get people to
stay up.
not even stay up. He has so much success, so much digital success, just like as far as like YouTube views and all those things. Like I was just looking at an article, just the Adele Carpool Karaoke alone has like 250 million views. So
yeah,
it's
but that's also like all based on the guests, and I don't know. I feel like you could fill someone like, is it James Corden? Like, is he that good at doing carpool karaoke? Like, I feel like people hate him in it.
No,
they're like, oh,
it's
can
just
you
about
just not sing?
a good segment, and he made the segment.
I don't think
you know what I
that's
mean?
true.
When you start the
when
segment,
Carpool Karaoke first came out, I think everybody loved him doing it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
still watch the ones it was like spun. It got
it's
turned
like its
into like a
own
whole
show.
Apple TV series. Like
That's the same thing with Lip Sync with Jimmy
yeah,
Fallon.
there's not. So I think that I don't know. It's just hard. I feel like there's always like a hard time filling a late night seat when someone has it for a long time.
Yeah.
There's an adjustment period for always of people getting used to stuff. But yeah, maybe that's the end of us hearing about the omelet, but unless Keith McNally has a rebuttal.
Probably will.
actually
That
tired
he posts
of hearing
on
about
his
this omelet.
Instagram.
I hope they're done.